Well, hello. A question for you. Is it a mistake to buy a Luminox watch? I'll let you know that. But first, let's check out an example of a Luminox and go through all the specs and the good points and the bad points of this watch. It is Swiss made, and that can neither be good nor bad because remember, Swiss made is not always made in Switzerland completely. I think it's something like 60% of the watch has to be made in Switzerland to call it Swiss made. So don't always fall for that. Anyways, this timepiece was $650 new. I've seen it as high as $800, crazy, and as low as $200. That's, a pretty good deal there. Luminox 3152 BO Navy Seal color mark blackout watch, 44 millimeters in diameter, 12.7 millimeters thick, 200 meters of water resistance, PVD coated stainless steel, and has the date at 3 p.m. No sapphire here, just mineral crystal. Has a rotating unidirectional polycarbonate reinforced bezel. It is a quartz watch with a Ronda 515 HH6. One of the draws to the Luminox brand, and it's even in the name, Luminox, is their use of tritium. And tritium is actually brighter longer than superluminova. It does not need an outside light source to charge it up. And it only uses small amounts of tritium, which is good because it's a radioactive isotope of hydrogen. Now, how is this safe? The tritium H3 gas is inserted into small tubes. However, the amount of tritium used in modern day watches falls well below the amount considered to be harmful. Some other great watch brands that use tritium are Ball and Marathon watches. And also Tracer, they make some really cool pieces with tritium as well that are worth checking out too. Luminox has a 2-year warranty, pretty decent. And let me tell you about some other things that are decent and good about this watch. If you like a stealthy look of black on black, then this watch might be right for you. The PVD coating offers a resilient layer which goes over top of the 316L stainless steel. The polycarbonate reinforced bezel will withstand some more punishment than traditional steel or aluminum bezels. Unlike lumed watches, tritium can be seen all night long. I can leave this watch next to me on the bedside table and read the time many hours after the lights have been turned off. And my experience with other looms is that you'd be hard-pressed to tell the time several minutes to an hour after the lights go off. Seiko loom is legendary, but even on my Seikos, of which I at least have 15, I cannot tell the time several hours after the lights go off. With the Luminox, you will be able to do so. If illumination is really that important to you, then I'd consider a Timex with Indiglow, which I find to be the very best for night visibility. The Timex Ironman is legendary, durable, and budget-friendly. Back to our Luminox here and its packaging. The watch box is very well made and beautifully executed. It reminds me of some of Tissot's watch boxes and maybe even a tad better. It snaps open and closes with a quality feel. The pillow is leather, and the Luminox logo with the word Swiss made adds some class to an already classy watch box. Now for the bad, the ungood, the negatives, the cons of this watch and the Luminox brand. This Navy Seal Luminox was given to me by a friend who didn't want it anymore. Hey, Dennis. He was totally put off by Luminox, whom he sent this watch back several times for Luminox to repair the tritium tubes. And each time Luminox said, hey, the watch is okay. But it really wasn't, because when Dennis first got the watch, the tritium lighting was much, much brighter. And it had rapidly diminished. Luminox really should have replaced the watch or replaced the tritium tubes, and they didn't. There's a lot of accounts like this on the internet where Luminox customer service is less than adequate. What are your experiences with Luminox? Let me know down below in the comments. Other things that are not so great with this watch is the clasp is rather difficult to open. Be prepared to really dig in there with your fingernails and give a good thrust to open it. The unidirectional bezel is lackluster. It seems to skip clicks as you turn it. It wiggles about and doesn't really feel secure as its $600 price tag would suggest. The Luminox logo is clearly a Tag Heuer ripoff. It looks so close to Tag Heuer that I'm almost surprised that there hasn't been a copyright lawsuit. Not really an officially Navy SEAL watch either. The problem with stuff like Luminox and other official equipment of Navy SEALs is that it's not really necessarily true. What happens is that companies can take a few of their watches, give them to some Navy SEAL team guys and say, what do you think? And boom, there they have it. Their watch on the Navy SEALs, and people must believe that it's a Navy SEAL watch. My final thoughts are that I actually enjoy wearing this watch from time to time. I'm a musician and I often have to wear all black, so wearing this all black Navy SEAL watch makes sense when I go out to play my trumpet. It's kind of a durable watch with the PVD coating. Of course, it doesn't have sapphire, and that's definitely a negative. So you got to be careful of that mineral crystal. It has 200 meters of water resistance, which makes for a decent dive watch for light recreational diving or swimming. So is this watch worth it? Is it worth the money? Is Luminox worth it? Certainly these watches with quartz movements, sketchy customer service, cheap feeling bezels, and questionable tritium tubes are not worth $600 like this watch once was when it was new. Anything over $300 I would not pay for this watch at all. I did see a tempting price on the Walmart website, and that was $215. So maybe that would be worth it, but honestly, I would spend even less and get something better like the Invicta 1953. Now, I know before you say, yuck, Invicta, I hate Invicta, which a lot of people hate Invicta. I understand it because they have some really gaudy watches. Maybe that's your thing, no offense. But the Invicta 1953 I reviewed about a year ago, and I gave it a good review. I thought it was a great watch then, and I love it even more now. It has held up spectacularly. I love the PVD construction. It has a fantastic lume, and it costs less than $100. So, my friends, there you have it. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about Luminox? And maybe even let me know what is the best bang for the buck black on black stealthy watch. Hey, thanks for watching that video. You made it all the way to the end. And now in just a minute, you can hang out with me and we'll chat a bit about Luminox and the brand. Let me know in the comments if you have any experience that is positive with Luminox, and maybe you had something wrong with the watch and you got it repaired, had a good experience in their quick turnaround. Who knows? I haven't heard of that, but maybe that is something that you've experienced. What am I wearing today? Got on my T-Cell V8. Did a review on this early on, so maybe check that video out. Subscribe to the channel. Almost at 5,000 subscribers. Working our way up there. It's taken a few years to get there, but with your support, we can get there soon. All right, well, that about covers it all. Have a great day, great evening, great morning, whatever time it is. And I'll see you in that next watch review. Bye.